Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of This is 30. So today we are going to talk about being humble. So I feel like I feel like in my life I have had to learn how to be humble in many of ways. But I feel like being humble, I think mostly to my career and a leader I had early on in my career, who was definitely not just a boss, but a leader to me and a mentor. But he used to always just like check me for things, and I'd be like, gosh, why does he not see all the good that I'm doing? Why doesn't he see these 10 things that are right and he sees this one thing that's wrong? And I realized that hindsight is 2020. Looking back, I realized that he was trying to just keep me humble, because constantly I was just eager and hungry and wanted to learn and wanted to do my best. So I was out there just grinding and doing a lot of things that were right and getting a lot of recognition. But I also still probably had definitely opportunity like everyone. So instead of just thinking like, oh, I'm hot shit, like it was necessary for me to have a reality check every once in a while. And I think that in the moment, I'm an Aquarius, we don't like criticism. So in the moment, it was always so hard for me to take. And I would always be like, why doesn't he see and appreciate all the things that I'm doing? But now I look back and I'm like, yeah, it was just about being humble. And I think as I approach 30 quickly in the next couple months, I think to myself, yeah, like, is it really, like, if I have to shout it from the rooftops, is that really something that I deserve to be recognized from? Like, shouldn't people just see my actions, and my actions speak louder than my words? And shouldn't people just see that I'm doing my best, you know? And it's funny because I feel like the more humble I try to be, and again, I'm not perfect with it, you know, I probably boast and my ego gets in the way many of times. But I think, even about what I was just saying about being humble. And I think yesterday I was at work and there was like a delivery that came in, and I was like, oh, what's this? And I look at the note, and it's from a dear friend of mine, Maya. She watches my videos, so hey girl. And it was a video, or it was edible Ranch Rich dark chocolate covered strawberries. And it just said on there, thanks for everything you do, and a really kind note, love you lots, Maya. And I feel like in those moments, that's when I do feel humbled, because Maya is one of my closest, nearest, dearest friends, and everything I do for her is not for anything but because I love her and I have her best interest in mind. And so when I get that kind of love and recognition back, it humbles me, because it makes me realize that like my actions are speaking louder than my words. And I think that that's something that the older we get, the more we realize that just by doing the right thing for the right reason, it has a bigger payoff, and not doing it just to, you know, to get a like or a tick or a tack or whatever, the recognition. Like that's not the reason to do things. The reason to do things is because it's what your heart intends. And I think that that's one of the biggest things that as I approach 30, I feel like I've gotten better at. Another one I think of too, of a humbling thing, is this coffee cup. Actually, one of the girls I work with, she had it, and I was like, oh, that's so cute, where'd you get that? And she's like, oh, I got it from CVS. And I was like, oh, that's so neat. And then a couple days later, she came in with one for me, and I was like, oh, how much do I owe you for it? And she's like, you know, I just wanted to get it for you, just as like a thank you for all you do. And I was like, wow, like, thanks. And I feel like that's another humbling experience, is when those kind of things happen and you're just doing the good to do the good, and then somebody appreciates it. It even means even more. So I don't know, and I feel like that's where I've learned to be humble, is because we're all just living our lives in the best lives that we can, ideally. And so many of us are going through so many struggles on a daily basis. And you know, I'm in the service industry, so I deal with so many people on a daily basis who are probably struggling with so many different things. And being in the service industry, I get a lot of the trash taken out on me, I guess you would say. And then I get, you know, I'm a lot of people's confidant, and gladly so, but that definitely ends up weighing heavy on me until I realize, like, to be humble and not to expect everyone to be perfect, to be humble and to accept the fact that somebody might be in a grumpy mood, but you don't know what happened. I mean, they could have just got really bad news before they ran in, and I mean, they could be running errands because they have to go to a funeral. They could be, you know, just so many different things and situations that it's like, if you're capable of being chipper and happy, doesn't mean that everybody is. And just to be humble, be thankful for what you're capable of doing, but also don't expect that of anybody else, you know, because you can't. So I don't know, I feel like that was like kind of a strange explanation of being humble, and I hope it makes sense, but I don't know. It's just my thoughts for the day. Alrighty. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye.